Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Inspired Nation. I'm your host, as always, Dr. Dustin Bain. Today's message is this: scoping out the hot spots. Lean back, open up your mind, let the inspiration light your path to a greater tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to embark upon 2020. I just mentioned this in the previous episode. So I am out literally scouting. I'm on a scout mode. I'm out looking in the environment, looking for the perfect location to host the upcoming Emergence live experience. Yes, this is probably one of my most favorite days in the year because I get to find where's going to be the coolest place to help these people experience what they need to experience and clarify exactly what they're trying to get to 2020. So I did what I usually do on Tuesday. I went out to the coffee shop, got my coffee, sitting there trying to dictate exactly what I'm looking for. What's the environment that I want to have it at? Last year at this time, we hosted it at an airport hangar, literally. I went over and I'm like, hey, what's going to be a cool, unique environment to help people set some goals, set some targets for 2019 at the time. That's going to be unique. That's going to allow them to not feel like they're in some sort of boring boardroom place, hotel, whatever you want to call it. I wanted something cool. So we actually rented last year an airport hangar. And inside this airport hangar were three airplanes. Three airplanes. There was a table in the middle of the room, lights on all four corners. It kind of, you could almost say it looked like an interrogation room, and blue, I don't know what to say, blue mood lights on all the walls. And if you've ever been in an airport hangar, the walls are white, so the blue on that looked absolutely sharp. It was unique. It was a great day. There were tears shed. There was emotions played out. It was an amazing opportunity, and I was grateful to be a part of it for a lot of those people because where they've come in this past year is absolutely insane. So for this year, scouting the terrain, scouting the environment. I don't want to give too much away because some of you out there will be joining us in the experience, and you know that I don't like to give too much away because the day is all about surprises. The day is all about just stepping out, getting uncomfortable with being comfortable, and just accepting that I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to push through. It's just like life. You don't know what's going to happen, but no matter what, you're going to show up. You're going to show up big, and you're going to participate, and it's going to be incredible. And you're going to walk out a completely different person than what walked in. So today I'm out there scouting, found a location. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found a location. So if you are thinking of doing the Emergence live experience, it's going to be limited to 15 individuals. And those 15 individuals are going to have access to myself and someone else that I don't want to reveal yet to help them as best possible achieve the goals that they want to have in 2020. We have a series of exercises we're going to have them do. We have a series of, I don't want to say any more. No more is going to be said about that part. Okay. So the thing with finding these places is you have to get out of your own environment to create a new environment. Right? I was at a conference last weekend, and one of the speakers, Ed Mylett, if you're not following him on a podcast, you're not following him on Instagram, check him out, Ed Mylett, EDMYLETT, incredible man. This guy is interviewed on his podcast, sports heroes, superstars, actors, actresses, all names that you know, and he's able to interview them and bring out the deep, dark thoughts that no one else asked them. Like, how did you get that? It's incredible. Just check it out. It's incredible. But one of the things he talked about from the stage last week was this. He talked about if you're looking at setting a goal, if you're looking at setting a target, you can't simply sit there and do like what they used to say is, write your goal, sit there, visualize it in a sitting place, read your goals over and over and over, reciting them over and over and over. He goes, that's the old way. It doesn't work anymore. And here's why. They've discovered more about the brain. They've discovered more about the subconscious. And it's this. You need movement to create new. And it makes perfect sense when you explain it like this. Okay, so you want to create a new life, right? You want to set some new targets. You want to create something new. Something has to change. You have to get to the newness. And in order to do that, while you're in the old way, you would sit there and read in the same old body. You're trying to read new things in your brain, but subconsciously your body's saying, it's the same guy, it's the same me, it's the same me. So what Ed would say is basic neurology nowadays now says you must picture your goals, picture your targets as if they're happening while you're exercising. And he says the reason you do that is subconsciously you're telling yourself, I'm changing my body, I'm changing my environment, I'm changing everything in my life right now. Now let's see what's changing in my world. So you're exercising, you're visualizing it, and it will be attracted to you quicker. It'll happen sooner because you're not full of fluff. You're like, if you're the old school way again, you're reading a list. I want to XYZ this year. I want to XYZ this year. And your body's like, dude, you're the same guy. What are you talking about? Versus if you're on a treadmill, if you're out there moving your body and you're visualizing, you have a picture of, I am XYZing. At the same time, you're moving your body. Your brain starts to listen like, all right, I buy this. All right, I agree. You're moving your body. You're changing your body. You're changing your environment. You're changing your inner thoughts. Okay, let's push forward. And the reticular activating system starts to set into play. You start to attract the people into your life, the circumstances, the situations into your life that were no longer available for you to see before because you weren't seeking them out. And now they start to present themselves. Your job at that point is to take action. So back to the emergence process, emergence live experience. I'm out there and I was sitting in my office and I started writing exactly what the goal of the day would be. Right? I started writing what I want people to experience, what I wanted all this stuff to happen. And then I caught myself. I'm like, dude, you got to get out and see it. You got to step into that environment. So I drove up there and I said, hey, I need to step into XYZ, the place that we're going to do this at, so I can feel it, experience it, get a feel for what it's going to be like, and then we'll go from there. So she took me up there, let me walk around, let me take some pictures, let me get a sense, and I said, okay, this is it. So when you're setting goals, when you're setting your targets, change your environment, change your state, and then you can succeed. That's what I got for today. Hope everybody has an amazing day. Stay inspired.